What is up? Today we are going to gather and talk about entrepreneur things. Today we're actually going to be talking about bookkeeping and the things that we kind of use to help organize our business so we can make the most impact. And we're just going to share a bunch of tips and tricks that we have learned and maybe our mentors, our accountant has also taught us. So I am going to jump in and start getting people involved. Admit. Who else is joining? Why is it singing to me? Hello! Can you hear me? Why is this? Is that you?
Hey.
Hello? I don't know why this is singing to me. Oh, okay, maybe it's you. Hello, Leah. Hello, Miss Ivy. How are you guys doing? That good? What are y'all doing? Let's see what's good. Okay. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I'm not sure if you can hear me.
I can.
Okay.
Yeah. How's your day?
Doing good, doing good.
Good.
Busy day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you.
How was yours?
It's been busy. It's dealing with a person that's not agreeing to the appraised value. So that's super annoying. Hello. Hello, Miss Luciana and Carlos. You guys got to show faces. Hello. Thank you. A face.
What's up, Chica? What, am I the only guy here? Jeez, would everybody run away?
What?
Did one Rob take off? I'm the only guy? No
You
Rob?
are. Lucky you. Is that your house?
No. That's the virtual background.
Really? Oh, look. No.
Yeah, watch. Hold on.
Because last week you were talking, I guess it's someone behind you. And oh, what? Oh. Okay. Good for you, Mr. Tech Guy. So we're just waiting for a couple more people.
That's my, see, TV.
Oh, okay. I was like, damn, he got a fancy house. I thought last time you were in like a beauty parlor because your wife's, beautician.
Oh, no. She hasn't come today. Today I was there because she made me go there. She usually does it at home, but today she's like, no, you got to come to the salon. I'm like, okay.
That's a good woman taking care of her man.
Yeah, it's like a 5-minute haircut. Like I got nothing anyway. So.
You got some. Don't cut yourself. Don't cut yourself short. Nothing Luciana can hear.
You gotta unmute yourself.
Yeah, the left bottom. That's Ivy. Oh, she left.
Okay. I don't know. I'm still here, but
there she is.
So Ivy and Leah, Carlos is a lender. So they're both real estate agents. Leah's actually in our group with EXP, and yeah. So do you service just Florida, or what else do you service?
Yeah, just the state of Florida.
Okay, for now.
I mean, but I can refer like to other guild people in other states, but I'm only licensed in Florida. They won't let us do other states.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Some companies will, but here at Guild, because we would have to go pay to get licensed in that state. It's a whole like setup, and the company won't. If you don't do any loans in there, they're not gonna let you get set up.
Right. Which you should just focus in your main area.
Mm-hmm.
So Luciana, you're not hearing us at all. Are you on your cell phone or your computer?
I'll be right back.
Okay. Can Luciana hear us? You may be in your settings. You have to make sure that you test your microphone before you sign in. So, Leah, can you hear me? I hear kids.
Oh yeah, they're never quiet. I always have to keep it on mute to keep them out.
Oh, I don't care. I don't care. It's part of it. So I didn't see your video that you posted on Facebook. Let me go to it. And then I'm going to share some documents that my CPA shared with me on tax deductions and kind of like an organizer for your taxes on like just kind of calculating on a yearly basis of what you can write off, or quarterly, because quarterly is better. Let me figure out how to attach that. I need to see faces. I feel like I'm alone. I'm alone in the world.
You don't want to see me right now. I look a mess.
I don't care. Girl, do you see my forehead peeling? Come on, I don't care.
Yeah, I'm sweaty from a workout.
Go girl.
It's my stress relief with these kids.
I hear you.
That kid.
Is she saying something?
Yeah, she was like that kid referring to her sister. I'm like, girl, stay out of my conversation.
Unless she wants to join the business conversation.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that'll help me with my career.
Yeah, that'll help you with your career.
Yeah. She'll learn a
Get
lot.
her started young. I'll put her to work.
Oh, hey, girl. Open house signs? Yes.
Well, I have used them for that. Yes, I took them to the open house they did. I was like, run out and get the sign.
Yes. Because that's like, you know.
And there's nothing more awkward like one person coming in a house, like a guy walking around, you're just sitting there twiddling your thumbs. At least I have the kids I can like chit chat with, and kind of takes the edge off.
Yeah, for sure. And it makes it a little friendly, you know.
Yeah, exactly. It makes it feel more homey with kids in it.
Yeah. So Luciana, I know you can't hear me, but Luciana may be.
So I'm doing this on my phone so I can screenshot what you're showing me so I can look it up later.
So this is recorded so you guys know.
Okay.
Because I forgot to record last one and so many people were like, please.
Yeah, I was like, just in case, let me do it on my phone so I can screenshot.
Yeah, and so I just attached in the chat 2 documents. Let me know if you guys cannot access that.
Oh boy, let me find it.
I got it.
Yay! All right, so this is from my account I use, which I used him my first time last year, you know, so he actually does a lot of real estate agents in the area. It was highly recommended. So he shared this 2 documents with me on what's deductible. To be honest, I didn't go through it. That's why we're doing a roundtable, so we can go through it. Not necessarily verbatim, but, you know, put it front of mind.
Where do I see that on a phone, though?
Chats. So try chat, which would be at the bottom bar or something. Or tap, like, you might need to just kind of tap the screen so, like, the bottom bar can pop up.
Yeah. Well, I see the chat. I just don't see any documents in the chat.
It says to everyone, it said it went through. Well, let me see if I, so yeah, this is what's deductible. I'll just go through it. It's 21 pages, so have at it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, just forward that email to me.
Yeah. But this one right here is individual tax organizer, which is basically just helps the tax, depending on who does your taxes.
I love this. It's so organized.
Yeah, and so you basically just fill it in and then save it, you know.
I love it. Where do you find this?
From the accountant. He sent it to me.
Ooh, I like your accountant.
Yeah, he's nice anyways. And then this just basically will ask you a bunch of information because this helps your tax, you know, guy or person be able to take advantage of certain perks, you know, for you depending on what you're trying to do. Something to keep in mind though, first, as a 1099, we need to have an LLC or some sort of business. So that's really step 1 is, there we go, someone's coming. Is really forming, I have an LLC because I feel like it's less liability. Hello, I see faces. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. That's cool. Welcome. This is Luciana, everybody. We have Leah here and Ivy, and then Carlos is on mute talking. So Carlos is a loan officer, local, and he has a loan officer that also speaks Spanish. So if you ever have a client that prefers Spanish or anything, he's the one to go to.
Yeah.
And Leah and Ivy are both real estate agents as well. And Leah is on our EXP team. And she is currently in Sarasota, right? Sarasota, Bradenton, where?
Yeah, I'm actually on the line. So my address is Sarasota, but I'm Manatee County.
Okay. And then Luciana, you're in Tampa, but you service all pretty much Hillsborough, Pasco, Pinellas.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Ivy, probably same for you. You're in Brandon?
No, same. I'm
Same,
in
Tampa. That's right. Because I met you at that one place.
Yeah.
I also go down to Northport, Venice, all that.
Cool. So that's good because referral party, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Save
Exactly.
yourself from having to drive that all that way.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna start. Some people aren't seeing it, but I added 2 attachments in the chat. All right. And I don't know if you guys can see it. I can't see it.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, so those are 2 documents that my accountant shared with me. One is what's deductible. It's 21 pages. Have fun. But it's full of information, I'm sure. And then the second one is a tax preparation. So it's really trying to get yourself organized, but also help your person that's preparing your taxes to do what's best for your situation. If you have dependents, health, medical savings, all that type of stuff, this is just kind of a questionnaire of what you need to be paying attention to as well. And then your income, like these are the different types of income that you need to collect, you know, just making sure that you're submitting everything to him or her. Your deductions. And you'll have a copy, and if you don't have a copy, I can email this to you. Just let me know. Yeah, and it's just a bunch of other stuff, charitable stuff, out-of-pocket medical expenses, Schedule C stuff. I highly recommend, if you already don't, to go get some sort of, like, register your business. I have an LLC. People have other things for other reasons, and I would recommend talking to your accountant to see what's best for you. But I watched this video, and he was basically saying that you need to treat your business like a business. And a mentor of mine was saying that once she switched to being paid W-2, she said that she kind of felt a relief because she knew exactly where her business stood. So she knew how many months she kind of had to pay herself basically from her business account. So I'm recently I haven't yet, a business account and checking account, and actually separating that because right now I'm using mine. It's not treating my business like a business. Do you guys all have or like a business or like a business bank account? Okay, I'm not the only one.
No.
My wife doesn't. She's self-employed. See, for me, I don't need this because I'm a W-2 employee. So, yeah, so most loan officers that work for a company are W-2 employees. So I don't really write off stuff. I don't do any deductions when I do a lot of expenses. But since my wife has her salon going, yeah, so this is good stuff for her. It's for me to, pay attention for her, CPA about it as well. So,
yeah. So I write my cell phone bill off, and what my mentor does is she basically opened up a business account, get an LLC or whatever is right for you, which is easy. Go online, sunbiz.com, and just do it. But every year you have to make sure that you do your reports, which is literally just paying a fee. It's cheap in a sense, but it's good because then you're protected, and then get a checking account. And I'm getting Suncoast Credit Union because I hear that credit unions are the best and they have the best deals. So do what you feel is best, but that's where I'm going with. And I went today because I was like, I'm gonna do it before my class, so then I have like something to show about the process of it. And they were like 30-45 minute wait. I'm like, I don't do good waiting. I don't got time to wait. I'll come back tomorrow.
I think that's all of us in real estate right now. So we're impatient people.
Yeah. So, but my mentor was saying that she puts even she doesn't have a mortgage anymore, but like she would put her mortgage or her utilities, all that stuff on her business account because it helps with the accountant being able to write stuff. It helps you be able to track stuff. Because right now, in the past year, like I got, like it's all in my email and I'll save a receipt or I'll write, like I have a folder of receipts, and things like that. It's just not working in my best interest.
Well, it helps for loans too, just so you know, if your business is paying the bills, then you can offset that if you were to buy any properties. So that helps out as well. But you guys, you have to have 12 months of it first, but
yeah, and that was another thing is because I did 1099 I did my taxes previously, but this time I was like, I need an actual specialist to do it. I need to stop counting on, what I think I know, and so I finally outsourced it. And, it's scary because we're 1099. And so if I were to sell my house and go buy another house, it's really how your accountant works your taxes for your benefit. So you want to make sure that you tell your accountant, look, I'm interested in purchasing a house in the next 2 years. So like, make sure you do my taxes to adjust for that.
Mhm.
But I hear for when you're paying yourself W-2, that helps tremendously with even getting a loan. So my goal this next month is to get a business checking account and actually transfer some of my bills over there, like my business cell phone, gas, things like that to it. So I can track it better and manage my money better. So,
Do you have, can you send me your tax guy's info?
Yeah.
That'd be good to have.
I'll grab that now.
Yeah, I would like to have that. I like to have that too.
Okay, I'll put it in the chat so you guys can grab
If
it.
you're not tracking, you're not knowing. If you don't track what you're doing, then you're not going to know what you're spending and all that stuff. So.
Right. Yeah, I opened my business last year, as you said, Lindsay, through SendBiz, and I didn't file the tax like I was supposed to earlier this year. And so I'm like, okay, so now I'm going to have to just reopen because it didn't make sense to pay that because I didn't have anything tracked. So now I'm just going to, I think either next month or November, probably October, just do like what you said. So that way I'll have something to file for everything for this year.
Mm-hmm.
Under that.
It just helps feeling a little bit more organized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's been doing like, when you do taxes, you do it together with the husband and stuff.
So my situation is different. And again, talk to the accountant. And usually they'll give you a couple scenarios if you were to file separate or together. But I'm also freshly married. So this is the first time that I was filing together. But I have school debt. And I haven't, based off of what you earn, because I do not want to pay no $700 a month. Hello.
Hi.
So I separated our taxes and I had to pay more. I had to pay like $1,400 more, but it was because then my monthly payment for my school would have gone from $250 to almost $700. So I did married filing separately because that was best for my situation. So depending on now for buying a house, it would have been best to join ours. But again, it wasn't, it wasn't for his best interest and it wasn't for my monthly payment best interest. So I filed separately. So Alyssa, I'd like to introduce you to everybody. So Alyssa is a marketing guru. She was here last week and taught us all types of stuff. So if you guys need anyone to help you with your marketing stuff, she's the girl.
Yeah, marketing, not finances, please.
Sorry, I missed it. The airplane went by. What did she do?
Marketing. So tell us, Alyssa, what do you do?
Well, what I'm really focused on right now is optimizing the customer experience, especially for you guys being so high touch as real estate agents or mortgage brokers. It's incredibly important that the experience from the customer's perspective from start to finish is beyond their expectations. So you're creating those raving fans that then, tell all of their friends and family about you and continue to send referrals your way. So that's kind of step one. Step two in my process would be creating content, especially long shelf life content on platforms like Pinterest or YouTube that really exhibit you as being the expert in your industry.
which Carlos is doing amazing at lately. I'm seeing all his videos on Facebook. And then step 3, if you want to accelerate your growth, putting paid channels behind that, so you already have amazing content to leverage. So then you're getting the most ROI for your dollars that you're spending.
She also works for Microsoft. Just saying.
Oh,
Dropping a little name right there.
It always helps with the credibility.
what's your Instagram?
My Instagram, you can follow me at Mrs. Hughes with 3 U's. That's where you'll see
Put on
my daughter.
chat?
Yeah, I can put it in chat.
Yeah.
Actually, you can scan. Wait, where's my hand? Can you see my hand? I'm
It's
sorry.
there.
You can scan that right there, and you'll get my digital
Jesus.
business card with your phone camera.
So yeah, get your camera and then you just pull it out.
All right now, like you act like I know how to do all that.
We're here to teach
You
you.
can take a photo on your phone. I believe in you.
Yeah.
My
We're gonna
scanner's
teach
not
you.
picking it up.
Yeah,
I wonder if I have to make it like really big or something.
Make a big
It's new.
picture?
I haven't tried it yet.
make a huge. Sorry, I
You
had to add that.
Just taking a picture will do it.
should be able to just hold your phone, like your camera, over the what's this QR code, and then it should like kind of bring it up as a link that you didn't like click on, and it'll open my digital business card.
Yeah, I didn't open the digital.
Lame. Well, you guys were my guinea pigs.
Yeah.
This is my first time, so.
Oh wow, we'll get it. We'll
Here, I'll
get
try it on mine.
Yeah, my phone is like, what do you say?
it. Yeah, do you have an Android?
Oh,
Maybe
mine
not.
brought it
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe. Well, okay.
What are you
maybe-
trying to say now, Lindsay? Maybe it's my Android.
I don't know. I was tempted.
I see. I can read that.
I
Yeah.
have an Android and mine works. Maybe it just recognizes
Ooh,
me.
shut down. I got shut down. You got protected. Yeah, it's not a either. It's
I know. I feel like most of the realtors I know all have iPhones, so I'm definitely outnumbered.
Well, I wasn't.
I
You're an
There's
iPhone?
nothing wrong with having an Android.
have
I
Apple.
think Android is more business. Apple is more for marketing people, videos and stuff like that. That's what I
Yeah.
think.
You would think I'd have a Mac, but since I work for Microsoft, it's kind of a big no-no.
Ooh, yeah. Well, share your info. And then I don't know if you can see previous documents are in the chat. There's attachments.
Ooh, fancy. Let's check it out.
And then there's the accountant that I use. His contact information's in there.
Oh, cool. Do you like love him? Because I'm looking
So-
for a CPA.
Yeah, so he came recommended from Sam Wax
Okay.
and
Cool.
Melissa.
Oh,
And a couple
perfect.
of people. So I was like, okay, if they vouch for him, then he's good. And he did do my taxes, and he educated me along the process. Because I usually do my taxes, but last year was a good year, and I needed a professional this time.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to delegate, and I'm
Mhm.
learning that. And
Mhm.
second, sometimes when you can hire someone better than yourself, like
Yeah.
why not? You know, and
Yeah.
honestly, he charges $350
That's a
for
steal.
filing both. For filing both.
Wow.
Wow, that's cheap.
Yeah,
So
that is.
honestly, it's like it's a no-brainer in my opinion. Like, why did I not do this sooner? Why was I so scared to take that leap or even ask around?
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't writing everything off properly, and he wrote a lot of stuff off, but maybe a little too much because I was like, oh, you know, this nigga good. I can't buy a house on this, you know. But I have a husband now, so it's like, thank you God, I'm blessed. But so it's very important. We were talking earlier. It's like, you know, depending on your situation, like you need to tell your accountant what your 2-year or 5-year goal is. Are you planning on buying a house? Because that says a lot. So in the attachment, there is what you talks about deductibles. And then there's actual like an example of how you should kind of organize. I'll share my screen again just because we were kind of reviewing it.
I don't see anything in the chat. Do you think there's somewhere else I could find them?
I'll upload it again. It may not be because you joined
Yeah, I
after.
don't think it shows up if somebody comes in after, like, you
Got
do.
it.
Not a problem. Here we go.
7 is my daughter's bedtime, so I'm always like running out.
That's a good thing. She goes to bed and like legitly at 7. She'll keep you guys up for hours.
That's like, no, that's when we put her to bed. She'll stay up for a little while, but she's pretty good.
Nice.
I need to start getting my kids into bed at 7.
7:30, girl. They're late. Just kidding. Oh, who's here? Who's here? April. Miss April.
What's up?
What's up,
Man,
girl?
this is a ladies' party right now. I don't know.
Oh,
Hey, I'm gonna take a picture of this and send it to Rob.
yes, thank you. I always forget. I always forget to the last. You guys show your cocktail or whatever the hell you're drinking. I'm drinking coffee. I promise.
I'm gonna say, Rob, look what you're missing.
Lindsay's double fisting.
Always eating something.
You picturing? You're gonna tell us, so I'm like not like.
Oh, hold on. Let's do it again. Hold on. All right, everybody, get your drinks up. Ready? Where's April?
Here I am.
There you go. All right, smile. Good.
Yay!
Who
April.
are all these people?
So introduce yourself, and then I'll tell you a little bit about them. I'll have everyone introduce themselves. Go.
Yeah, I'm April. I'm in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, and I've been working at EXP with Lindsay for about 1.5 years now.
Yeah, Mississippi. So if y'all know anybody in Mississippi, you know who to call now. Yeah.
That's right.
So y'all just want to go around and introduce yourself to her? Luciana.
I'm Luciana. I'm with Dalton Wade. I'm trilingual. And what else? What other?
So Luciana was my sponsor when I was with Keller Williams. And so we go way back.
Oh,
Way back.
okay, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we go way back.
Way back. Like
Way
Back. Before that, yeah, that's about right.
when I was really young.
No, when I was really young.
We had a good time.
Sagging wasn't sagging.
No. Who's next?
Carlos?
Oh, she's in Tampa, just so you guys know.
Oh yeah, I'm Tampa.
Hi guys, I'm Ivy with La Rosa Realty, and I'm here in Tampa. So I do both Hillsborough and Pasco County.
Yes. And she shows all these pictures of, where is it? Belize even, or no?
Not Belize yet, not yet. I've been to Cali, Colorado, Bahamas.
These
Of course,
tropical
I'm
places.
Jamaican. So
I think that's where it is.
I heard Belize is very beautiful. So.
yeah, that's on my to-do list, my bucket list.
Me too. Cool, Carlos.
Hello, ladies. I am Carlos Ramos with Guild Mortgage. How you doing?
How you doing?
And I have the Spanish name. I always say this. I don't speak Spanish, but I have a Spanish assistant now, which is awesome. So
Don't speak Spanish?
I understand a lot and speak a little bit, but I can be in conversations, know what's going on, all that stuff. Just not enough to explain the process to clients because I don't want to give them the wrong info or say something the wrong way, you know. So
Yeah. So he's a local lender.
hire somebody who can do that.
Delegated in
Delegation.
2020. He scaled in 2020. That's a good thing. Leah. You know Leah April.
Yes.
Hey, April.
Hey, Leah, how are you?
Good. Sorry, I'm like in the middle of trying to feed dinner to the kids.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, I've got Frito pie on the stove.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I only have to do the sides right now because my neighbor has a smoker and he called me. He's like, "What meat do you have? I'll smoke it for you." I'm like,
Nice.
Win. That's a win. So,
so what was the question?
tell us your realtor and tell us where you're from.
Where I'm from is kind of a long story. I'm a military brat. So I grew up in the country of Panama. I've been to 33 states in this country, about 7 other countries outside of it. But I grew up after that, about 16 years in Las Vegas, Nevada, a couple years in Oregon, and I've been in Florida for a year now.
And then you are in Sarasota.
Yes, I am in Sarasota, Manatee County, right on the edge. And then I service anywhere from Bradenton down to Venice.
Yeah.
Oh, good to know.
Yes.
Yes. So anyone north, April, anyone south, Leah? And then Alyssa, if you want to introduce yourself again real quick to the new.
Sure. Yeah. So I have not lived as many exotic places as you. That sounds amazing. But I am originally from California, and then was in Washington State for about 10 years, I think. And then my husband's in the Air Force, so we moved out here almost 2 years ago. And I have been working for Microsoft for the past 5 years. And hey, you're not the only guy or yeah.
Hey.
That's because I text him. That's because I just text him. That's why.
And so my focus is in marketing and really optimizing the customer experience to create raving fans for you guys.
Yes. And then Rob, introduce yourself real quick and what area you service.
Hey, I'm Rob Tuff. I service the greater Tampa Bay area. I'll drive anywhere. I don't care.
That's what I'm talking about.
Money, money, money.
I don't care.
Yeah, he's also on the EXP team. He's on a different side, but we're all the family, you know. So
I forgot to say that I'm Brazilian. I speak Portuguese and Spanish as well.
Yes.
Just so I know.
Yeah. Great.
Portuguese.
Yeah. So
Sorry, I'm late. Sorry to interrupt. Sorry, guys.
Oh, good. Oh, good. It's not anything like set in stone. It's whatever. But I do want to, I'll reattach some documents in the chat for you guys because I know the people that join in later can't get access to it. So I'll do that in a minute. But I also want to share an app that I use to track my mileage. Do you guys track your mileage?
Yeah.
What do you guys use?
I use my, I press the button, drive, press and write it down. That's what I do.
You really do?
I sure do, girlfriend.
Wow. Okay. That's a lot of work.
I go drop off a paper. I'm pressing that button. I'm like, oh, 5 miles. I'm putting it down.
That's good. Do you guys
paper at my house?
Does anyone else use like any other apps or anything?
Hey, I have a question. Since I have my magnet on my car, it's literally advertising every time I drive. So couldn't I just add every mile I ever do the whole year?
I don't
because
think
I was at a gas station the other day and the guy next to me is like, hey, you're a realtor, I'm looking for one, can I have your card? So every time I drive, I'm advertising.
That would be a question for your accountant.
Okay. Makes sense, right?
I mean, that's a gray area, you know. I mean, you can simply say you were dropping off some promotional items, you know, and track your mileage.
Yeah, nobody's watching your girlfriend. Go ahead and just piece of paper, just like I have it in my car. Oh, that was 2 minutes right there. 2 miles.
So,
see, I'm afraid to do that. I'm afraid to do that because I drive a little wild and people are like, oh, I know not to call her. So, but I thought of that too.
I thought the same thing.
That's why I don't have it.
I'm so glad people are speaking out. Go ahead, guys.
Not the way I drive. My wife yells at me already, and I'm like, no, I can't.
I'm like, shit, I'm 5 minutes late. Cut people off, like, you know, I don't like being late, so like, you know. So I use Everlance. It's an app, and it is free, but if you pay $5, it's easier to use. And it's basically, it just runs constantly. And I have certain addresses where it'll say like home and it'll detour it to personal, but then the rest of it goes to real estate. So at the end of the year, because I haven't been doing quarterly taxes, which my accountant says everyone should be doing quarterly taxes and paying yourself W-2 from your business. So this right here just makes it so much easier because when I was working a W-2 job and I had to track my mileage, I was doing exactly like what Luciana does. And I'd lose the paper, or I'm much more organized than you are, but just like the whole tracking of it, like writing it down, like remembering to write down every stop you do is just a little too much, right? And so the name of the game is delegate, try to make your life work hard, work what is it? Smarter, not harder. And technology, man.
You have
Makes
to
me-
switch every time you go to, whether it's business or personal on the app.
So that is the time consuming aspect of it, is you do need to go through it and say, like, I'll swipe and say, okay, and it shows a map. So it's like, okay, that looked like I just went to the grocery store and back. So that's personal. But you can set, like, if you go to the same grocery store or the same home address, you can set that, like, it'll automatically go into personal. So you don't have to go through that. But the rest of it is work. Like, it's majority of it is work. So it automatically will go to real estate. And at the end of the month or the year, well, let's just say every quarter, no, let's say every month you are reconciling all your expenses and your mileage, and then every quarter you're submitting it to pay taxes. This app will help track that. I've been using it for 2 years probably, and it's simple, and it's like an autopilot, and that is the name of the game, is try to automate as much as you can. So
The name of it?
Everlance. I'll write it in the chat. Of course, check around, what works best for you. There's other apps out there, but this just works best.
Another one that I was using, I forgot what it's called, but I just had to click every time it was business and I was like, ain't nobody got time for that.
Right. That is the time consuming aspect, but if you set it up properly, it'll do it for you. And honestly, it's like the majority of the time we're working anyways. So it's like, just set it all to real estate. What are they going to do? Go through each map?
Right. I have this app that through Progressive, and it automatically gives me discounts as well of insurance, but it tracks everything. So to your point, I mean, really 95% of it is going to be real estate.
I was scared to have that. You have a device in here? Or is it just so you're a safe driver?
No, it's on my cell phone. So anytime I'm in the car, my cell phone, it's tracking everything.
Wow.
I had
they would charge me extra if that was me.
With State Farm, they actually gave me the device that I had that one in the vehicle, but with Progressive, it's all through your phone. I'm surprised. I mean, it has me at a B+. I'm like, okay.
Wow.
I'll take it. It says I slam on my brakes a lot, but just don't run my insurance higher than it needs to be.
That's really nice, actually. I'm too scared to do that just because I'm not a bad driver, but I'm just fast. Just a little fast.
That's good.
I got my license in New York, so I won't say any more than that.
I didn't know that.
That's about, yeah.
Wow. How long did you live in New York?
Basically, I lived only 5 years, but I did get my license there, and that's basically how I drive.
The no stop rule, the look rule. It's just a stop sign. It's just an idea.
Coca-Cola sign. Whoops, I don't see nothing.
My dad's from New York, so that's what he'd always say. So what other type of programs do you guys use, or just systems to track your expenses?
Oh, track my, oh no.
I use Airtable.
What is it?
Airtable. I just use the free version. I don't pay for anything, but it's a relationship database. So it's like a spreadsheet, but you can link to other spreadsheets so that everything is connected. And so it's basically like a Excel spreadsheet on steroids, but it's way more pretty and easier to use.
Oh, I want that.
Yeah.
I'm installing it right now.
Good. I try to use it for as much as I can, just because it is so easy to use and makes just things more organized. And there's a ton of functionality for being free. I'm amazed that I don't feel like I ever need to pay for the premium version.
What does it help you with?
Well, so for me, I can use it for social media, content calendar. So you can put, you have your columns, and then you can upload your images or your video attachments, and you can categorize things, and then you can filter based on those categories. You could use it, technically you could use it as a CRM, but I know you guys have more sophisticated options. So like I said, I use it for my finances. So basically I just put all of my expenses in there, and then I categorize them. And then I put what bank account or credit card it went on, so that helps me, because sometimes I know this is a no-no, but sometimes my personal money does get mixed in with my business money. And so that just helps me track everything, so that at tax time, they're not like slapping my hand. So I'm like, everything's accounted for. And then I upload the receipts to there as well and like connect it to my Google Drive.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's like a lot of different uses, and they have templates in their program that kind of give you a jump start in figuring out how to leverage it the best.
I downloaded.
I guess I'm just old school. I do everything. I have a thing on my office, a box. Every time any receipt, I just throw it there. Everything that I do, I just throw it there. And at the end, I just separate, you know, at the end of the year, like marketing, whatever it is. But that's because the other business that I used to have, that's how it was before all this app stuff. And that's what I stuck to.
Right.
But I would love to find something else to just
Try.
add. That to me is just easy. I just put it in that box, and then at the end I just separate them, and everything is there.
Yeah, we'll do what's comfortable to you, but at the same time, depending on how long it takes you, just to see.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I think the best system is just whatever you use consistently. So like if it works for you, then I would just keep using it, you know, because I think that's what all of us struggle with probably, is like the consistency of just using it, using whatever tools we have. So it sounds like you're already like pretty squared away on like being, you know, consistent with what you're doing.
But it would be nice if there was an app that the minute, let's say I went and did a whole bunch of copies that I go to Office Depot a lot for. And once I get the receipt, if I could just scan that and it goes to, you know, directly to my office expense by ink, directly to that. If I do marketing, whatever I do will go towards that. That would be nice if anybody know of anything like that.
So Everlance has an expense tracker too, and I'm not the best with it. I've been slacking, but you basically take a picture of that receipt and you put the amount, and it will automatically track the date, and there's a category, so you can put it in a category. So then basically you just print that out. So it's saving you from having to go through it manually. You know, yes, it is a little work up front with entering it in, but you know, if we were better.
I do that every year anyways.
Okay, then yeah.
So yeah, so that would be good. I'm gonna try that.
I have a folder, I think I got it at Family Dollar. I was really surprised. And it has like January through December slots basically. And so whenever like I get gas or like just anything, I'll put the receipts in there. So at the end of the year, I basically enter bookkeeping into my QuickBooks. I use QuickBooks. I don't know if you guys use anything else. I know some people use Excel. But QuickBooks is super helpful to know your profit and loss statement, which I think is very powerful. If you're going to treat your business like a business, know where you stand, you know, profit versus loss.
You have to pay for that?
Well, yeah, so there's an online version, which you know how that is, but I got the software, so I just download it on my computer, and then I do it from there. And then I create a backup, you know, in case my computer dies. But I will send that file to my accountant. And so he'll basically take, that organizer thing that's in the chat thing, I will put information in there. But it's so easy because I literally look at my QuickBooks and I just data entry, and then I send it. And it just helps if we do it, if we're going to treat our business like a business, we should reconcile everything every single month. But quarterly would be best practice because then we know where we stand. And if, you know, we have enough months to pay for things, you know.
Devin says he uses QuickBooks, and they have a like mileage tracker thing too that he uses. So
okay.
I didn't realize that they had that.
And it's an app, the app of QuickBooks, or?
Yeah, I think so. I think he pays for the online version because I know you can like take photos of your receipts and stuff too.
Okay. That would be even better because it just imports right into your QuickBooks.
Right.
Giving yourself a stat.
What was the name of it?
QuickBooks.
That was QuickBooks, yeah.
QuickBooks.
Yeah.
All right, pretty soon you guys ain't gonna see me because it's getting dark. If I go inside, my granddaughter and everybody's being so loud, so.
All good. Do you guys have anything else you want to share on practices that you guys do, or have any questions about anything that we can talk about? All right. Well, I don't have anything else for you guys. If you guys don't see the attachments, let me know and I can email you directly.
Yeah, can you email them to me? I don't think I can see them on my phone.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yes. I think I have your email address. Yes, I do. Your EXP Realty one. Is that good?
Yep, that's perfect. Thank you.
Of course.
Melissa, what was that app you were talking about?
The one that does the mileage tracker and takes photos of the receipt. Is that one? Or are you talking about the like spreadsheet database?
The spreadsheet database social media thing, calendar?
Yeah, that's Airtable.
Airtable.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
And if you're specifically looking for something for social, I would recommend checking out Later.
That one.
Social, what do you mean?
Later is a like social media scheduler, and they also have like a calendar, and like they help you with hashtags and.
Oh, what?
Well, I use the free version, of course. I'm not out there yet, but what I use it for is to the Instagram. Lindsay, you've seen my Instagram postings. I go in there and and schedule for a whole month and post on Instagram and Facebook, my business page. So I go once every month and get it done. So,
wow, good for you.
good.
That's a great system.
Check that one.
What? Oh.
I also think that Later has one of the better like link in bio options. If I think probably the best one is to create like your own landing page on your website, but if you're not going to do that, I would use Later because they actually have like the visual icons that are connected to the links that you know are promoting in your posts, rather than like the text links that a lot of people have. Because I think it's a lot easier for me if I'm looking at someone's link in their bio to find the link I was actually interested in based on the photo of what they had posted. So that's what I think you can do that with your free version on Later too.
Cool.
I didn't catch that, but I'll try to figure out what you said. I understand that link stuff. That was a little advanced for me.
You're funny.
And I did my homework. I posted a YouTube video.
You did? You can share
It came in late last night, yes.
Wait, okay.
Wow.
Or maybe I did it today. I'm not sure. I either did it last night or today.
The days blend, I know. So I can search it by your name?
Oh my God.
I'm not going to search. I'm just going to make sure I'm subscribed. I won't embarrass you.
Something about choosing an accountability partner.
Yes, you did.
Yep, that's my homework. So, and I'll get another one next week.
Good for you. So when you record, I want you to hold your phone like this.
Horizontal.
Yes. The reason is because it'll look better when you upload the video.
Okay.
So, but otherwise, I'm so proud of you.
And if you use that, what tool was that? Rush, Adobe Rush. Did you guys check out that app yet for the video editing?
One I use.
Yeah, it's awesome. And you can actually change it. So like if you take your video like this, like horizontal, and then you want to post it to Instagram, or you want to post it like on Facebook and you want to turn it into a square or like the horizontal, you can like, it automatically crops it to the right size and you can like adjust it like where it's cropping, and it actually looks pretty good.
That's great.
So I use that and I pay $10 a month.
You like it that much?
That's the first tool we've heard that you pay for.
I'm telling you, if it's not free, but that's because that was the only one that I could do my YouTubes with. You know,
I use Spark, whatever I said last week, but that's probably even better.
Wait, what did you use?
I use Spark Post because that'll resize it to like anything that you want. Just kind of basically what she's talking about, the Rush too. Which is the same.
And I also use Filmmaker, another one that I use, because on Rush, it's easier for me to cut and pay, cut or where I mess up, right? And then I have Filmmaker. Filmmaker is where I could put all after I do the Adobe, I put it into the Filmmaker, and then I do another, just adding the words and the pictures or whatever. Yeah, I'm not that savvy. I'll get to
That's
Alyssa's
cool.
level, and I'll be using
Man,
this.
I'm like the beginner here, okay?
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh, I don't think we will get on her level. Okay.
You guys, I feel like you're hyping it up way too much. I like to under promise and over deliver, and you guys are making that really hard.
You dropped the magic word: marketing and Microsoft. The M&M. Well, those are all really good apps. But definitely go if you guys. Yeah. Okay. So I liked your video, and I followed you, Luciana. It's under your YouTube is under your name, or is it under?
Rivera Florida Homes.
All right, and subscribed. Yeah, Luciana's been pretty consistent with her videos too. So if you guys want to follow her on Instagram, you'll see a lot of them there. And what's your Instagram? Rivera Florida Homes?
Rivera Florida Homes.
Yeah, because you know when you see other people's videos, it inspires you. And then you're like, oh, I gotta do it. You know?
I actually, I started, oh, where did I go?
I see you.
Hello.
Hi.
You see? I don't see you guys. I'm like, oh, I'm gone. I actually started watching some of Lindsay's, and I'm like, shoot, man, I'm not that good, but I'll pretend.
Yes, you are.
What the? No, but you were, you were like natural. So I try to like, so then it's hard. And so most of the time I shoot stuff, and then now I started writing down, which is.
Oh, my memory is not there. I write it down and I edit a lot. Okay. So, but lately it's a mindset thing, right? Is before I was so nervous, and it was because I didn't feel confident enough or what other people thought. But like I read a couple books since then and it just changed my mindset. And it was just something that just clicked. And I was like, I just don't give a fuck anymore. Like I've proven myself.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's what I tell people all the time when I teach them. Just do the damn video.
Do it.
Just be you.
And the thing is like I've noticed, like especially when you start your business, a lot of people that you think would support you don't, right? And so getting over that, because at the end of the day, you don't want to focus your energy on those people anyways. They're not. They're in your database. It's your ambassadors are really the only thing that matter. People that support you, and again, you want to be around those type of energy and that support. You know.
That's true.
So I just came to a point where I was like, and the more consistent I was, the more people actually took me serious. And there was a gray area where I didn't get any traction or attention in a sense of like engagement or anything like that, but it was the consistency. And you'll see it with Luciana and Carlos and how consistent they are with their videos. Like Carlos is like super, super consistent. Like sometimes.
Yeah, I'm not, as you say that, I'm probably not going on tonight.
Well, you know how I started.
I already go on. I'm live every morning. There's nine. What did I say, Lindsay? It is 99 days left in the year, or what?
Yep. 99 today.
99 days. So every morning I'm going live till the end of the year.
Me too.
And at night during the week I do about roughly 2 to 3. But then on the weekends I do lives. I'm live a lot. So
yeah.
Is that on Instagram, or where do you go? On Facebook?
I'm live on Facebook. Then I save it to my phone, and then I put it to my IG stories.
And you're going to do what with that?
Oh, yeah, that's next. YouTube.
Next when?
YouTube is my biggest one that I really need to get on. Believe it or not, I'm interviewing Alyssa Monday morning on YouTube. So,
Hired. Be fun.
Yeah, YouTube. I missed the boat on YouTube. I should have been on that.
You didn't miss the boat. The boat is still there. You just have to get on.
Oh yeah, I'm getting on. Trust me.
Hop on
if not, I'm gonna hire somebody to do it. So.
Hey, delegate. You're at scale.
I have over. I think I have. Well, I didn't count them all, but I'm over 400 videos on Facebook alone. So.
That's great. Now it's time to expand.
Yes, ma'am.
So, okay, so hold on. So, Carlos Ramos, tell him your Facebook page.
What is my Facebook page? Tampa Bay Mortgages? No, that's my Instagram. My Instagram is Tampa Bay Mortgages, and Facebook business page I think is under my name still. Yeah, Carlos Ramos, your Florida home mortgage specialist.
Yes, thank you, Luciana. Luciana put her channel in the chat. If you guys want to put your channel too, or just tell us your name so we can subscribe.
Listen, you don't have to do much on video. You just have to just post something because you guys know more than every person. So
my coach recommended getting the Real Estate for Dummies and legitly go chapter for chapter.
oh my God, that's awesome. I didn't even think of that. That's actually a great idea.
What is it? It's a book at a bookstore. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know why I'm laughing at that.
Anybody that knows me, do they have an audio? I don't like to read.
I know I'm an Audible person too.
Yeah.
So.
It's not okay. Yes, you don't like to read, but you need it written down so you can kind of be like, you can read it, and just kind of put it in your own words. Like, what does it take to get approved for a loan? Does it really
like, I don't know, a lot of you guys that know me, I do a lot. I like to listen to a lot of real estate stuff. As a lecturer, I like to listen to it because a lot of you don't listen to it. So to be honest with you, there's a lot of there's so many podcasts out there. A lot of realtors don't listen to it. So I listen to Tom Ferry. I listen. So
that's all I do is listen to real estate.
Yeah, a lot of my content actually comes from those guys. So I'm like, man, that's actually a pretty cool idea. And I write it down and I do a video for realtors. Like if they catch it, sales. I think if I was a realtor, I would do it. I thought it was pretty cool.
What's your Facebook again, Carlos?
I actually bought this book. I don't know if you guys can see it.
I'll show you. I'll get it. I can't see it because of your background.
Yeah, hold on. Let me change the background.
Oh, that's the background. That's not your house, man.
Your first 365 days in real estate.
Like that background.
I don't think that was cool.
What? Yeah, tech geek.
So
look at my
you see
background.
This book right here. I went out and bought this book. My coaching program had us go buy. They gave us this book, and this is a mortgage coach. The mortgage coach told us to get this book, and they interviewed this young lady right here. She's actually a realtor, and she wrote this book to because she went through a lot of struggles, and so I went and bought this, and I've been reading it just to see. Like, how can I help you guys, for me to add value to you guys, to say, hey, listen, I've actually bought this for Fred and Nicole. I always mess up their last name. I bought this for them. So if anybody wants this book, let me know. I'll buy it for you.
Oh, that's nice of you.
So it's like 365 days in real estate. And she goes through her whole, right from the beginning, how she became successful, what to do, what she did. So, right now it's just sales. That's all we're doing, Right. Sales activities right now, my friends. Lindsay, I said that to her this morning. Gotta do it. You got to do it.
Yeah. So, Alyssa.
Yeah, election year is always the worst. Election year I've been doing this 18 years. Election year is always the worst. Like when we get closer to election, you don't know who's going to be the president. What's the rates going to do? What's this person going to do? What's the stock market going to do? So just know that as we get closer to November, we will probably see a slowdown in sales until after the election. So just know that it's going to happen.
Well, my sale been slowed down for a long time now.
Well, what can we do to get that going? That's why we're here. We're all collaborating.
Gotta do something.
I'll get you this book.
I'll look for an audio because I ain't gonna read that book. I'm gonna tell you right now.
I'm gonna order it tomorrow.
1 page a day. 1 page
I'm
a day.
good. I'll look for an audio.
So
I'm gonna get the book.
Our brokerage offers a third-party lead source, and your brokerage, if they give permission, it's called Opsity, and it's been pretty good for me. I've closed 4 deals with them, and then I'm under contract with 1 right now. So
that's actually really good.
Wait, who? Opsity?
That's really good.
Opsity, yeah, Opcity, but you have to have permission from your brokerage to have some sort of agreement with them. EXP has it.
That and that doesn't work. That never.
I'm gonna have to change my settings because I'm always getting mobile homes with no land, and I'm like, you guys, that's not real estate.
Yeah. No, Lindsay.
And I
Lindsay,
keep telling
you're
them
good.
that I'm like, this is not real estate. You're not selling land. I can't do it.
Well, so there's a setting, and you need to take the mobile homes off, and then you can up your sales price.
Yeah, I've got to.
The more you close, the better leads you get. And I'm going to tell you that because I got a lead for 600,000, and we're under contract for 540. And I
Nice.
had a lot of shit leads before, a lot of shit. But again, it's like,
Woohoo!
if you're not
Did you
pre-approved,
go up?
what?
Did you put it up? Your leads up or something? I mean, your
No.
price range?
I think I took off mobile. I think I took off maybe under 60 or something stupid like that. But I get, like, I got a notification day for 90K. I'm like, I can't answer that. Like, and what it is it's basically you get an alert saying, hey, accept this, you know, and you claim it basically, and then they connect you. And it's like they're just calling about a specific property usually, or just a question about something. But again, if you utilize that and continue following up with them, and you have this system in place that works for your business, then you can convert them into a lead. There was one where I was in touch with them for like 6 months, and they finally closed a deal. But it's about that follow through and about building that relationship. And if there's
we gotta go for some coffee, me and you, Lindsay.
Okay, I'm down for coffee.
Let's do that, girl.
But yeah, so it's been really powerful for me. And EXP, just kind of what they offer agents and the polished stuff. There's just a lot to it that I really enjoyed.
How much is your fee monthly there?
85. And that includes a website, includes a lead generation website. It includes come on, EXP people, step in. It
includes a lot.
There's a lot.
Website, includes
50 hours of education per week.
This could be all online, and there's an actual real professor during classes, you know, instead of, because KW, I love the energy at KW, but like it's all during business hours.
Yeah.
And then if you don't show up, it's like you missed out on everything. Here, it's all virtual, and yes, you can actually ask questions, or, you know, I like it. I learn best by kind of that way.
Do they have it where you're like 100% independent, or do you have to be a part of a team?
So even though like Leah, we're on the same team, we're not sharing a commission with our sponsor. Like it's an 80-20 split as long as you have 3 transactions underneath you, and you can earn 100%. Kind of like KW, where they are like 21,000, ours is 16,000. Yeah, and you can earn 100%. Plus you get stock. Like to me, it's just like that was one thing that attracted me. But the second thing was the energy, like just the relationship that I have with Rob and Leah and April and like all these people. Like it is such a, let's help each other out. Like what we're doing right here is the exact energy of EXP. Like we want to help each other out. Where at KW, it was like, you're on your own, girl. Like figure it out, do open houses, doors. Yeah.
At KW, if you and I worked at KW, you'd be my competition. However, you are not my competition. In fact, I hope you make $1 gazillion, Lindsay, because I want my stock to skyrocket like it already has.
Yes.
It's true, right? Like, don't you want everyone at EXP to be successful?
I'm going to show you guys something of what EXP. So I haven't been the best at it. I switched it now. So you can take 5%. Well, they've changed things, right? So when I first joined, you can take 5% of your commission and buy stock of EXP at a 20% discount. Now they switched it to 10% discount, I believe. But they still take 5%. And like legitly, that is my retirement. And I stopped doing it for a while because I was really cheap. And now I'm in a sense of like, all right, I need to delegate. I need to think about the future. I need to stop hoarding my money and having this scarcity mindset. And I need to release it and kind of surrender in a sense. And ever since I was like, you know what, I'm going to try to stop controlling it. Like a light bulb went off. I stopped worrying about where my money's going to come in. Like, cause I was like, you can get really freaking worried about it, you know, and it's like, it just stresses you out. You're bummed. You're just like, I don't know what to do. You're kind of lazy, you know, and it's just like, it's not a good feeling. So like, once you surrender, it just gets better. But I'm going to show you.
It comes off to clients too. Like when you do have that like scarcity mindset and you're like hungry for your next deal, and then everyone senses it around you.
Yeah.
Commission breath.
I've never heard that term.
That's what it's called, commission breath. You can smell it a mile away.
hilarious.
It's funny, when I changed to the where I'm at now, I was looking at EXP as well. I looked into it, and the only thing that I went to the other one was more the fact that it was 100% and they did have the Opcity.
Oh.
And of course, I didn't know anything else about
I make
EXP.
100%. I make 100% commission. I make more than, because of, I have people under me, so I make rev share. And then with my stock, I made so much money in stock that I cashed half of it out, and I'm getting braces for my kids, a new roof on my house. I mean, and I still have a ton in retirement, a ton. There's 4 ways to make money at EXP. You can sell houses, which everybody should be selling houses. If you're working at EXP, you're not a real estate agent unless you sell houses. We have rev share, we have equity rewards, and then we have an equity buy-in program that Lindsay just talked about. So there's 4 revenue incomes that come in, and the split is so competitive that there's not a single broker out there who even has a closer split, except for 100% commission split. But the ones that are 100% commission split, you're not getting what we have at EXP. I promise you, you're not. You guys don't run around hugging each other like we do. That's the bottom line. There's bonds because we are not competition. It's a whole different setup because we're not competition. Where at KW, you're flat out competition to the guy sitting next to you.
And also,
especially if you're in that area.
And when I was with 100% brokerage, I liked that 100%, but I had no support. I was legitimately on my own, and like no marketing plan, no Facebook group. Like right now, our group, like Leah and a couple of our other agents, we're all in like, I can legitimately right now send them something stupid or ask them something. Hey, I need help with this. And like a lot of people would just jump on and help each other. And I never had that anywhere else. And it's really when you surround yourself with those type of people that really just kind of want to help you, like your mindset, your energy changes for like.
There's also an incentive as well. It's not just that I want Lindsay to do well, but there's people that are above me that are really high in EXP, that are levels above me, that actually make income off of me. So they'll reach out. And so you can build some bonds with some people who are very high up in the company. And that comes in handy. Let me tell you, I've asked for favors from people who were way up there that are like a step below our CEO, and just been like, hey, can you do me a favor? And they'd be like, yeah, of course I can. Because they know who I am, because I make them money. Like they literally make thousands of dollars off of me per year.
Rob had $1 million deal, just saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
You do?
$1 million house, yeah. Recently.
$1 million house. And they want to buy again. They have to buy again because they have to.
Oh, Rob, I thought
they want to pay for the home. So they need, actually they bought this home. They were going to buy it as an investment property, and then they fell in love with it because it's so nice. So now they have to buy another house. Or a few to support them.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
And I think
all off of Facebook, social media connections.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
That
and
means you're showing up authentically.
Yeah. I don't know any other way.
His story to me was that they picked him because he was real.
Yeah.
And I was just like, that.
I literally had them in my car. I'm showing them $1 million properties on the beach, and I'm telling them a story about a night that I got so messed up on drugs and alcohol that I didn't sleep for days. And I told them this wild story about how I was at this beach place doing all, and they were like, is that a real story? And I was like, oh, it's a real story. And I told, like, they thought it was like a joke.
They hired Rob for the entertainment.
They wouldn't be the only one.
It just goes to show, like, when you're your authentic self, you attract, what you want to work with, and don't be scared to say no to people that are just going to drive you mad, because it's just going to drain you. I can't figure out how to get to my stock thing. I'm like really distracted.
I didn't know this was going to be an EXP pitch, but
it wasn't. It's supposed to be, but we're really passionate. But anyway, no matter.
What they say is true.
Wasn't EXP started by former Keller Williams people?
Yeah.
Glenn Stanford, yeah.
I even, it was funny because I thought of that just because of the model and the fact that it had the share.
Yeah.
Rev share.
You know, it sounds better at EXP than it did in Keller Williams though.
It's on
Oh, it's
A
steroids.
little bit, that
pay
I
for it.
that I heard of it. You know.
Yeah, you pay into Keller Williams rev share, where we get paid from the rev share. In other words, when you work at Keller Williams, you're paying 6% per transaction,
We're profit
Right.
share.
where I'm
They're-
making
they're profit
5%
share,
from all the
we're
people
rev share.
below me.
Oh.
Right.
Big difference.
Yeah.
I like getting paid as opposed to paying into it. It's much better. I promise you.
Right.
I promise you.
But anyways, so I didn't mean to pitch all that, but I just, bookkeeping. There's some apps that hopefully you guys got that in the thing. Thank you, Alyssa, for sharing your apps that you guys have been using. Super helpful.
Yes, thank you guys for sharing.
Yeah. And then that's it. You guys have anything else? I'm hungry.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry I was late. Thanks, guys. Nice meeting you guys.
Yeah, thank
It's
you.
nice
Rob.
meeting you.
Thank you for having this put together, Lindsay.
Of course.
Yes, I
wanna be
appreciate
part
it.
of
Thank you.
Thank you.
I've been wanting to do it for a
All right,
while.
it was nice meeting you all.
Yes, you as well. Have a good night.
Oh, Lindsay, I was able to get that video, so I'm all
You
good.
did?
Yes.
Cool. What'd you use to
It is called, hold on, it's called 4K Video Downloader.
really?
And yeah, and you know how a lot of those look super spammy and like you're gonna get like,
Yeah. Yeah.
this one's not. It's been around a long time. I downloaded it months ago and it's worked flawlessly for me every time.
Awesome.
And it downloads in like high quality video. So it's not like downloading somebody else's YouTube video in like
I was
crappy
concerned.
quality,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was
So, yeah. And then I was able to like download that one and they were like side by side. I like was getting so confused this morning because I hadn't looked at the video in a while, but like your face and Sam's face are side by side, in the video. And I just needed like to like crop out his, but I was able to use Rush and then like zoom all the way in and just like crop out Sam's
Okay, yeah.
shot. So yeah.
That is one thing I need to fix on my setting is when they're talking, just be their face.
So what do you use to record your videos?
Zoom.
Oh, okay. So you're using Zoom to do like the side-by-side video while you're interviewing.
Yeah, but you can change a setting to where whoever's speaking, you only see theirs.
Right. Right.
And that's what I need. I need to do that. Yeah.
I'd feel like it'd be easier because when they're talking and then I'd have weird like faces on while I'm listening. So I feel like I would want it to switch.
I know.
So that's not like
I was like, crap, I should have changed it before. When you're in it, you're in it. You're like, all right, I'm just going to go with it. That's the thing, right? Is like we can prevent ourselves from doing things because, well, what if this, what if that? But it's about doing it and then improving.
Yeah.
And
go ahead. No. You were on a roll. You were on a roll.
No, that was it. I had to print it out and basically keep a list of questions, so I keep myself on track.
Yeah.
But otherwise, you just can't make it a big deal. You just do it.
Well, everybody does that. Like, has their list of questions. So you would not be the only one, that does that. But are you like a podcast junkie? Because I am a total podcast junkie.
So
I listen to a million of them.
I'm an audiobook junkie for sure.
Yeah.
And I do listen to several podcasts, and there's one that's listen to a couple actually. Let me pull it up. Listen to a couple real estate ones. And then there's this life coaching one that I listen to as well.
Have you thought about having your own podcast?
Yes. So that is in my plan. And I want to write ebooks, a couple ebooks, and one that helps other agents. And then go off of webinars with that and YouTube videos and podcasts, because I think that it's all entwined with it. And it's also like an exit strategy.
Totally.
And then it's also like a way to have fulfillment by helping others.
Yeah, for sure.
So that is definitely my goal, but it's consistency.
Sure.
And yeah.
Because I just think podcasts are amazing, like content generating pieces right now, because first of all, like you immediately look like an expert if you have your own podcast, right? And then it's, so some people take different strategies, but one strategy that I've heard that I really like is what this guy does on his podcast is he interviews like his ideal clients, basically. So like in his industry, he's helps marketing agencies grow. So what he will do is interview like marketing agencies that he's identified that he like really likes and vibes with and thinks he could help grow. And so he interviews them and then they get to know him really well and they appreciate like him giving them a shout out and like, you know, promoting their brand. And then they end up hiring him. So I'm like, that's genius.
That's you. That's for sure what you need to do. What is her husband doing right now?
I have no idea.
I hope he's got pants on.
Right.
He's like peeking out there like, what is she doing?
No, he didn't know I was out
Is that
here.
a naked son back there too?
Yeah, it's Dave.
Oh, no, there's David and there's someone else naked. I've also thought about doing our roundtable since, you know, recording it and then putting that on a podcast just because it's content to listen to.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is definitely something.
Well, but then, I didn't finish my thought. So then, so when you're doing your podcast, you just film it and then you can turn it into a YouTube video. So that's like, and then break that up into pieces and post that on Instagram or Facebook, you know? So I just think from doing one like content piece or a webinar, like you said, like webinars are really great right now too. From like doing one sit down, you know, time consuming content piece, you then have content for the whole month, you know? So
that's kind of where I want to, I just need to be smarter about it and do it and follow through with it. And that's kind of my.
We got to get on Carlos's level.
I know.
His consistency is on point.
It is. He is so consistent.
He's everywhere.
At 8 o'clock, same time. Usually I'm not paying attention
like,
to 8 o'clock. So
I'm like in my pajamas by then. So.
I'm usually like vegged out or I'm still working. So it's like, you know, I always miss the videos, but I do try to.
I guess if we're supposed to be authentic, I can show up in my pajamas, right?
You should. Honestly, you can do it here. Maybe next
the way
week,
the way you guys can put backgrounds and you can probably put like some Barbie clothes on you and you won't know.
It's true.
I know. It's like you got paper towels behind you with the paper.
It's toilet paper.
I thought it was tooth.
Well, it's wide.
I thought it was teeth. So I was like, is she a dentist?
Teeth. Yeah, she does look like a dentist.
I was just throwing it together. I saw this option and it matched my yellow, so I went with it.
It works. Hey, we all love toilet paper.
We'll try a new one next week.
Yeah, for sure. All right, y'all.
It was nice meeting you. Lindsay, go get some food.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Of course. See you later.